And Syria, Deutsche Welle correspondent Emmanuelle Chaze joins me now. Emmanuelle, what type of aid is underway and what has the EU delivered so far?
Hi, Karina. Well, we have two very dire situations on each side of the border, the Turkish side, the Syrian side. The EU civil protection mechanism was activated. So far, there's 17 countries which have coordinated their efforts. That means that we're talking about 25 search and rescue teams, 2 emergency medical teams being sent to Turkey. That's altogether almost 1,200 rescuers. They come with rescue dogs as well. 79 rescue dogs who will search through the rubble for survivors, even if the hope is, fading away by the hour due to the freezing temperatures. Ukraine also sent 2 planes full of humanitarian aid, as well as 87 rescuers. The US sent teams of 2 teams of 79 people each. China also sent out a team and over 5 million euros financial support. That's for the Turkish side. On both sides of the border, we're seeing a race against time to find survivors. They face not just being trapped under the rubble, but also, as I was mentioning, the freezing temperatures, the tremors after the initial one on Monday. There were over 100 of aftershocks, which of course complicate the already difficult rescue operations on the ground.
Humanitarian aid is unlikely to arrive quickly in northern Syria because of the civil war. What challenges do people there face?
Exactly. The northern Syrian region is even more complicated to access because of the war. There was one border checkpoint open between Turkey and Syria for humanitarian aid, and it has been damaged. It was also closed for that reason for a while. But of course, the biggest hindrance in those search and rescue operations in Syria is the war. It is also the reason why the earthquake was so deadly there, because buildings had been damaged by years of shelling by the government forces, which are supported by Russia, and in a region that are not controlled by Damascus, well, civilians are pretty much left to their own devices. There's the white helmets, who are Syrian civil rescuers who work tirelessly to search the rubble, but the extent of the damage is simply terrible. The EU finances also search and rescue operations through those civil organizations which are already on the ground, but the situation is very, very dire there. There's no electricity, no water, and thousands of people who still need to be rescued.
Emmanuelle Chaze reporting from Berlin.